Hello! So today we're going to be doing some 4th grade life science. This is a lesson I'd normally be doing with a much younger audience, but because of some of the restrictions with quarantine, my lovely husband Keegan is going to be my student today. So as we go throughout this entire lesson, I want you to be thinking about one question, and that is, what physical characteristics are common among all of the birds that we're going to talk about, okay? Okay, so just to get some background knowledge, I want you to think about all the birds you can identify, which is going to be a lot more than your average 4th grader. Keegan is actually a falconer and has grown up with birds his entire life. So what are some birds that you've had as a falconer that you've had at your home?
Redtails, peregrines, prairies, gold eagles, gerfalcons, kestrels, merlins.
Lots.
And lots more.
So they have lots of birds at home. One of my favorites is their golden eagle named Ori. And they've had lots of different falcons and stuff. So he's pretty familiar with birds already. But we're going to zero in and examine on 3 as we kind of go into some guided practice. And that's going to be the eagle, ostrich, and penguin. So I can't bring the birds into my home, of course, but we're going to do the next best thing, which is look at them with artificial reality. So we're going to use a really cool app called Google Expeditions that Keegan's going to pull up on his phone. And Google Expedition is really cool. Like I said, it lets you view things in artificial reality. And today we're going to be looking at the system titled Bird Adaptations. So he's going to go ahead and pull that up. There we go. And the first bird that we're going to look at is going to be the eagle. So we're going to give him a chance to pull it up and kind of go ahead and just zoom in, look around, and just tell me what you notice about the eagle.
The eagle has wings. You see feathers. He has talons, beak, and a tail.
Awesome. So if you want to go ahead and get some more information, you can pull up right here and look at the description and it'll tell you a little bit more. So go ahead and read the description.
Eagles are a type of bird called raptors which actively hunt other animals and have specialized talons and beaks used to grasp and tear flesh. The critically endangered Philippine eagle is the largest eagle in the world. It is believed there are less than 500 individuals left.
Okay, so what new information did that give you?
That I didn't know they were endangered, the Philippine eagle.
Okay, so they're endangered. One of the things it said is, what does it eat?
Mostly meat.
Meat, so it's a carnivore, right?
Yes.
All right, and just from your background information, is there anything else you know about them?
They're fast flyers and they lay eggs.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and add that to the list. So now we're going to go ahead and swipe over and look at the penguin next and see what we notice about that. So again, you can kind of move around. If you want, you can move around your phone and actually get kind of different perspectives of it, which is kind of cool. And then go ahead and zoom in, pull up that description if you need it, and tell me what you notice about the penguin.
The penguins, they primarily walk on their 2 feet and do not fly. And they live in very cold climates.
Okay.
And they waddle.
They waddle.
They also have wings, beaks, talons, no, not really talons, and tails. And they have feathers.
Okay, cool. All right, any other background information you know about these ones that you want to add?
They lay eggs.
Perfect. All right, so now we're going to move on to the last, which is going to be the ostrich. So go ahead, swipe over to the ostrich, look around, and tell me what things you notice about the ostrich.
It's a way bigger bird than the rest.
Okay, he's really big.
And they do a lot of running and they're very fast.
Okay, they run, they're fast. What
they're
else?
The largest bird.
Okay.
They have a very long neck.
Okay.
And they do not fly.
All right. That's right, because they're really big birds, right? So
Yes,
that'd take a lot of power to get it up to fly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so they don't fly, but they do have what?
Wings.
Wings, right. So they have wings and feathers. What else?
They have a tail. and they lay eggs and have talons, and they have a big beak.
Perfect. All right, so we'll go ahead and exit out of that Google Expeditions. Those are the 3 birds that we're going to focus on. So now that we have our different description of each bird, we're going to try to figure out what things kind of overlap. So we've created this Venn diagram here, and I've gone ahead and sorted out some of the things that we said in every category. So some of the things that the eagle and ostrich have in common, what would those be?
They both have talons and they're really fast.
Perfect. Okay. The eagle and the penguin, did they have anything in common?
Not really a whole lot besides the standard wings, feathers, beak, and tail, and lay eggs.
Perfect. Okay. And then the ostrich and the penguin.
They're both big and they both don't fly.
Okay. So now we want to figure out what all 3 of these birds have in common that we can say all birds have. So the first would be wings. We saw that in every single category. What are some other things that they all had in common? You already mentioned a bunch of them.
They had feathers, they also have beaks, and they all have tails and they lay eggs.
Perfect. Okay, so these are some of the things that all birds are going to have in common. And that's kind of what we were aiming to do. So as kind of a closure activity, I've created a crossword right down here on his worksheet that we're going to fill out, and there's a list of different words here, but only some of them are things that all birds have in common. So the different words that are available are feathers, wings, beaks. They're carnivorous, they're tall, they're fast, they lay eggs, they're heavy, they fly, and they have a skeleton, which is something we didn't mention, but do all birds have a skeleton?
Yes.
Yeah, or else they'd be kind of weird looking. So, out of these, he's going to pick which ones are true to all birds using the information that we just went over in our independent and guided practice. So, which of these do every bird have out of the list?
They'll have feathers, they'll have wings, they'll have beaks. They all lay eggs, and they all have skeletons.
Perfect. So, that concludes our lesson. Keegan will go ahead and fill out the crossword as he likes, and then I would have my students turn this in so that I can use this to kind of evaluate what they've learned. Thanks.